Hey guys, welcome back to the Shipmate YouTube channel. This week we're going to be talking about the supply chain woes in America. So right now, things are really tough for the logistics industry and supply chain in general. And we're going to be taking a deeper dive into that and what it means for you. So guys, as you know, there's a lot of things amiss with the logistics industry right now in the United States. And this is going to have real effects on you. You can kind of see it right now at the grocery stores. Sometimes there's empty shelves or a certain product is stocked out. Or see those nice little signs at Wawa that say, bear with us, our suppliers are behind. And this is due to a lot of different things. And today we're going to talk about those things. First thing I want to point out is the backup at the ports. So right now, the port in Long Beach is at its largest backlog of all time. It currently stands at a 97 ship backlog, and by Thursday, another 45 ships are expected to arrive at port, which means that you're going to have over 100 ships backlog just in one port. That doesn't count the backlog in New York. That doesn't count the backlog in San Francisco. That doesn't count, these other backlogs at other ports across the country. And because of this, you have a shortage of containers. So people aren't able to load their stuff on the ships. You have a shortage of ships themselves because a lot of them are just floating around in the ocean waiting to get into a port. And you have a shortage of capacity once they reach the port. This means it's taking weeks for goods to reach America's shores. Another problem is that there's a shortage of chassis and truck drivers. So right now, America is short. It's like 100,000 truck drivers. And we don't actually have the capacity to meet the demand for all the goods that need to be moved around this country. There's a shortage of chassis, specially designed, truck beds that are made to carry these kind of containers. And because of that, sometimes you'll have to wait days or even weeks till you can pick up your container from the port. So, these massive backlogs are exacerbated by that, and it's really causing, ripples throughout the supply chain. And because of this, you're seeing shortages appear at stores. And because of this, I would highly recommend that if you're doing your Christmas shopping, if you're thinking about buying things for, relatives during the holiday season, you get on that now, because there's no guarantee that products will be in stock when you need them to be. There's no guarantee things reach the stores by Black Friday. There's no guarantee, that toy your kid wants is going to be there, at Christmas time. So I highly recommend, if you have the ability to buy something that you think may stock out, you should do that now. So on top of this, you see an increase in the price of warehousing. You see an increase in the price of the pallets and other materials used. Pallets just 6 or 7 months ago were about $3, $4 a piece. Now we're up well over $10 per pallet. So, these are adding to those, supply chain costs. And transportation is up across the board. So shipping a container from China to the U.S. used to be about $3,000, $4,000. Now we're talking upwards of over $20,000 to ship a container from Hong Kong to New York. So, these costs are high, but you also see this in trucking, right? So before, you used to be able to send a pallet for a couple $100. Now, you're seeing $500 or $600 for that same, 1 or 2 pallet shipment. And these costs are real. And what it's doing is it's causing a natural selection process in the market. So people who have higher margin items or can afford to buy that capacity are paying more for it, and they're driving up the price. And this is why you see stockouts, especially at the grocery store, because most groceries are low margin items, meaning if you pay, an extra 20, 30% in trucking, you could erase your entire profit. So what ends up happening is, if there's a shortage of trucks, it's more likely that excess capacity is rerouted to something that's more profitable, like maybe big screen TVs. So we're seeing this happen, and it's causing trickle-down effects throughout the entire supply chain, and that's why certain goods, you just can't find them anywhere. I mean, there's right now the big Gatorade shortage that people are talking about, and right now this is an issue of the utmost national attention. You heard that President Biden is going to be focusing on it. You hear calls from various governors, like the guy down in Florida, that they're going to open up more of the airports to help redirect some of this traffic. So, there's always hope that, we're going to figure out the supply chain problem. Everything's going to go great for Christmas. But right now, things are looking grim. And if you remember last year, Christmas 2020, there was a lot of delays with e-commerce orders, right? So the post office, FedEx, UPS, all these carriers were backed up for weeks. And I think it's going to happen again because the lessons that were learned back then were not really applied. And we're already starting to see rate increases across the board for all these carriers, as well as surcharges based on your volume. So this year, carriers like FedEx or UPS, if you're doing 2x, 3x, 5x the volume you do pre-pandemic, they're going to be adding an additional surcharge, which is going to make your business less profitable. So you're going to see price increases across the board. You're going to see delays. And these systems still do not have the capacity to, meet the demand. There's a reason why you turn your radio on, you hear Amazon's hiring for $27, $28. It's because there's not enough capacity to meet the current demand. And they're trying to make that up by paying more. But in the end, we're going to run into the same problems we ran into last year with supply chain shortages. So my key takeaways are, if you're a seller, you want to get moving early. Get your stuff moving early. Get it where it needs to go. Be a couple weeks ahead of deadlines. If you're trying to get things to Amazon in time for Prime Day, they should be there already, because you don't know if there's going to be a backup at the fulfillment center. You don't know if there's going to be trucks available. So get it there right away. If you're going to be doing stuff for Christmas, make sure all your inventory is on hand now, because you're not going to be able to order something now and get it, in January or whatever. So you're going to want to make sure that, you are as stocked as you're going to be and you're ready for this. You also want to start studying these surcharges and understanding how much more you could expect to pay as a seller when you ship this holiday season and you experience spikes. As a buyer, you want to start buying earlier than ever. Black Friday may be too late to start placing Christmas orders. Like I said, last year we were seeing 3 or 4 week delays with shipping carriers. So buying in person and buying earlier might be the only way to avoid stockouts and reduce transit time on your orders. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our little update here about the current logistics crisis in America. If you could do us a favor, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.